we get the tools, we get kind of the values, we get the just a shifting of our mind to change, as we come and we gather, whether it's at a conference like we're doing, or during the week, during church or house churches or wherever you fellowship. But especially with conferences like this that are geared to help train, to help us to renew the way we think, that you've been commissioned, that you've been called, that it wasn't just you're a disciple. It wasn't just the disciples that we read about in the book, but it's that you're a disciple, you're a follower of Jesus. And so that means that those disciples were putting on display the goodness of God. And what I love about that is that they were growing. They didn't obtain, they were growing. And so, we're growing too. And so I believe this conference is going to be powerful, that you're going to get some tools to put in your tool belt, so to speak. I believe there's going to be a lot of activation. I believe there's going to be a lot of time of just helping you to think outside the box, maybe, even. And, one of the major things about building a supernatural culture is part of the values that, we are natural, and we're to be naturally supernatural. And another aspect of that is the only way that a supernatural culture will really begin to flourish is when that community of believers begins to take what they've received as they've gathered, and they take that message and they take it to the streets. So that's where a supernatural culture really begins to take place. We get equipped and we get trained with that idea that, of taking the gospel out into our everyday life. I love Matthew 10, one of my favorite scriptures. It's Jesus commissioning the disciples, which with this supernatural commissioning. He says, as you go, preach this message. The kingdom of heaven, or the kingdom of God, is at hand. As you go. I love that. As you go. I don't know where you go. I mean, I know for us here in Oklahoma, we go to Walmart, and we go to the supermarket, we go to the mall, we go to the movies, we go to work, we go to the parks, we go just out and about, And so I'm sure that's the same with you. You guys go to the market, you go to the movies, you go to work, you go on vacation, you go. So as you go about your daily life, proclaim this message, that the kingdom of God is at hand. What does that mean? That God's rule, His reign, His activity, His presence is tangible. It's within your reach.